I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Hey everybody! Father Fish will be with us soon. Right now he's in a dead zone, but as soon as he gets out of the dead zone, he'll be joining us. He's on his way home from Aquashella. He's driving. And it's quite a drive for him. It's a few hours. So he asked me to fill in for him for show and tell until he gets here. And actually, that's Father Fish now. Hey Father Fish, I'm glad to hear from you. I got you on speaker. Just started the live stream and the song's just now ending, so perfect timing.
Okay, so Sunday Fish Fry, no views. It's not coming up yet.
Oh, it's up and running. So far, we've got 25 people watching on your stream and 4 people watching on mine. So we're up, we're live, and we already got a bunch of people up ready to come up.
Let me. My gosh, how many things you got open in there?
All you have to do to get to the stream is just open your YouTube app, go to your channel, and it should be right there. It should be right there, and then just click the link that's pinned to the top.
Yep, we got it.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it should show just one ad. Once that ad's over, it only shows ads every 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the volume on. I'm not getting any volume.
Well, welcome Adam Armbruster. Squirt.
Go to the...
Wow, we've got a bunch of people in here tonight. Stephanie. Carrie. Cinnamon Girl. Betta Great Lakes. 3G. We got a full house tonight. Let's see. Jaden says, I saw Father Fish at Aquashella today and bought a t-shirt. I was very honored to meet him. Me too. I was very honored to meet Father Fish and the Father Fish crew. It was an amazing experience.
Let's exit out of it again.
Hey, do you guys need me or you want me to focus on the stream?
Go ahead and focus on the stream. I'll get it straightened out.
Okay, sounds good. If y'all need any help, give me a call. All right, bye y'all.
It just needed to be
Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Definitely been an interesting weekend. Aquashella was amazing. How many of you guys actually was able to make it to Aquashella? Let me know in the comments. It was definitely a large turnout at Aquashella. More people at any event than I have ever seen in my life. People were actually lined up around the building in the rain to get in, and it was worth it. So many different types of fish, both saltwater and freshwater. So many different types of shrimp. I mean, even jellyfish and reptiles. I actually got to hold a pretty cool snake. Thank you, Better Great Lakes. I appreciate that. You're very kind. Cinnamon says, "You guys are tough. You guys must be wiped." Yeah, it was definitely a tiring experience, but one of those experiences that also energizes you because it was a lot of fun. Let's check the comments. Adam says, "Dina, your video was cool. Thank you." N4279, how many times have you met Father Fish in person, Dina? Just this once. This is my first time meeting Father Fish. We've been doing live streams for over a year, and it was so nice to actually meet him in person. Did you find the pink angels? Yes, I did, Cinnamon Girl. I did. Sadly, I couldn't bring anything alive home. So pretty much I found this one cool souvenir that I could bring home, and that's about it. And now we've got Father Fish live from his car.
Oh, I think we did it. I don't know how or
You guys
what.
did it. You've got it going.
Where are we? Here or there? We're here. We're on the phone. All right. Oh boy, this is crazy. We are
Yeah.
we're in New Jersey, headed back up to enable. What am I enabling? I don't want to enable. I don't want to enable anything. Let me just do this. Okay, I do not have access to the chat.
That's
So
strange.
you're gonna. Well, it is what it is.
Because we're using StreamYard.
Well, no, it's in StreamYard, but I I don't have access to it. Stream this to your audience, whatever that means. You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. I know that. Da da da. What's this? Chat with everyone in the studio. I don't want to do that. I'm back to here. Okay, I can see. I can see. Dina, I cannot read anything.
Yeah.
So
If
we're just
I
gonna
put
live with
something
that.
on screen, can you see it? I'm gonna
I
put a
can't.
comment on
It's.
screen and see if
I
maybe
don't.
you can see it then.
Can we enlarge that? Maybe.
Hey Megan.
Hi. I'm trying to drive and help at the same time.
Oh man.
We're gonna. We're gonna all die.
Shut up. Here, you're going to have to take that. I'm going to go through this New Jersey turnpike.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm in the
New Jersey
show.
roads are a beast in of
Everyone can see and
themselves.
hear you. Which takes up half of my screen.
Oh, we lost Father Fish. Well, Jaden says, let's find his first comments. Let's see. Actually, I'm not seeing the first comment. There's been a lot of comments this evening. Oh, we got Father Fish back. There we go.
Okay,
Welcome
so
back.
the deal is I don't get to touch anything.
Yes,
Okay.
don't touch anything.
All right. I'm just gonna talk. All right, we had a great show. It was absolutely amazing. I was overwhelmed. I took my whole crew up with me, so there were 9 of us. Get that, 9 of us. My God, it was overwhelming. One was a guest, so there were 8. We had one person flew in from Texas, Julia, poor Julia. She struggled to make the trip, but she made it.
Yes,
It
she
was
did. It was so nice to meet her.
absolutely a miracle. And we got Amanda here.
Megan.
Megan. We got we got Megan come flying in from Ohio. She came in for this show, and then of course we had our local crew. The only one who didn't make it was Corey, and Corey had family issues he absolutely had to deal with, which could be really good news. So we're excited to hear how that went. Anyway, so we got there and we got set up, sort of. I mean, it was more than a little hokey, but we set it up. We just took a bunch of tables and chairs and stuff to put on them. And we did make two banners, so that was cool. So we did that and we sat there and everybody's saying to me, how should we price stuff? And I said, well, I think we ought to keep it low so we can sell it. And they were all saying, well, it's going to be a mob scene. We need to jack our prices up so we can maximize our income. And I said, listen, my expectation is we're going to do absolutely nothing. It's going to be flat. We're not going to sell anything. There'll be a few people stop in that'll be excited to see Father Fish and chat with them, and that's going to be about it. And then they opened the doors, and 10,000 people poured into the doors. And within the first hour, we were absolutely slammed. And everybody on staff had decided I was right and nothing was going to happen. And they were so excited about being there, they all scattered to the four winds. So I stood there for nearly an hour with people lined up to see me and shake hands and buy stuff. And finally, some of them came back and we began to get it together. Well, it was astounding. It was an amazing experience. I had, I don't know how many, certainly 100, probably more.
Probably
People
more.
come up to me excited to see me, thrilled to see me. I had a bunch of little old ladies who were just beside themselves over being able to be with Father Fish. And I'll tell you what, I was too. It was it was a joy, an absolute joy, and a real blessing. And it just lifted me to the moon. So I got excited about that. I started giving labels to everybody, taking their picture. Must have been in 200 pictures, just over and over. I couldn't walk around without people stopping me and saying, can I take a picture? Well, it's because I was the biggest YouTuber there. All the other big guys didn't bother to show up. But it was so busy at my booth, I never got up to the YouTube hospitality booth. And I am so sorry about that because I really wanted to do that. I really wanted to be there. It was a situation where there actually were people who came to the show because I was there. That's what they told me. And they weren't lying, I know. So, so I was better off staying in one place
Oh,
so
you
that
really
at least,
was. The YouTube Visitor Center, it had nobody there. There was one girl for about 30 minutes and then she went back to her booth. That it
oh,
was
wow.
I never
So
saw any of the featured YouTubers there.
that's interesting.
I kept
So
checking for
that's,
you.
yeah, well, that's just as well then. I was at the show in Orlando. I guess it was 3 years ago, and the YouTube booth there was big. It was incredible. There were 25, 30 YouTubers. A lot of the big guys were there, and it was just slammed all the time. It was a great experience. But I think none of us had booths. This time, most of us had booths. And so it just made more sense to stay in your booth and, give people a chance to find you based on where you're supposed to be. So anyway, then we started selling stuff and we actually sold out of nearly everything. The only thing we came back with in quantity was a bunch of aqua preta supplement bags, I think we took 50 and brought back 25. But everything else was basically sold out. And Jennifer, God love her, she needs to be proud of herself. She put together about a dozen resurrection jar, little decorative um, shrimp jars with shrimp in them and some plants and so forth. Every one of them sold. And they sold at her price, which was more than I was going to sell it. So it was a great show. Just was I was overwhelmed with how many people came who who said to me, "You changed my whole approach to fish keeping. I'm happy being in the hobby now because of you." I mean, it was just over and over and over and over. I heard that same story again and again. It gave me real heart to know that what we've been struggling to do all these years is working for people. And it's apparently working for a lot of people. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What, what do we got for comments? You're going to have to read them to me. The print is
Oh,
too
we've got a
tiny.
lot
I
of
can't
good
read.
comments. Cinnamon Girl says that the shrimp jars were cute. Blue Mint says that's such a good idea, Jennifer. Adam Armbruster says great job, FF team. Let's see. Stephanie says he is way famous. He didn't even know. Yes, he is. Adam says I knew he'd get slammed there.
Really? Well, we really were. Absolutely were. Met a bunch of people I got real excited about. We met a uh, purveyor of driftwood who's going to be dropping off a load of driftwood to us um, Monday morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Met a guy who has access to rock. Is going to help us get access to that. Those are two items we really needed and we're struggling with. So that was a big deal. Um, just ran into so many people. Justin was there. Justin's aquatic. Dustin, I'm sorry. Dustin was there.
Hi.
And had a great time with Dustin. We're at the toll booth. There's the toll booth.
Yeah, there's a lot of those in New Jersey. It kind of surprised
We
me.
are on the Jersey Pike, New Jersey Turnpike. We're probably 2 hours out.
A little less than that.
A little less than 2 hours out. So by the time we wrap this up, we'll be almost back to the shop.
Heck
Yeah,
yep.
we'll be there at 7:54. It said.
Jennifer was probably the most excited of all. She got a beautiful snake that she fell in love with, and she managed to wangle a deal on a bunch of really wonderful koi for the shop. We got at least a dozen extremely high quality 6 to 12-inch koi. So we're thrilled about that. Got a great price for them. So we're going to be able to sell them for a lot less than the $300 each that they're worth. So you might come out and grab yours before they're gone. What else? Golly, everything. It's just amazing. Wonderful experience. They threw a party for all of the people who had booths on Saturday night, and it was grand. We were outside, and it rained, and we got under shelter. The food was great. It was fun getting around and meeting people, but the most fun was really at the show. And I was not able to get out much because I had people just lined up to see me. I would sit down for a minute and I was back on my feet. I didn't want to stay seated when somebody wanted to meet me because I wanted to get up and take pictures with them. And we did lots of that. Brenda took a lot of pictures of those.
Looks like Father Fish froze. He must be
We
going
made
into a
it
dead
ask
zone.
people to identify themselves.
You're breaking up,
All
Father
right,
Fish. You still
she
there?
got there.
You're breaking up pretty bad on our end. I think you might be going into a dead zone. Yeah, I think he's going into a dead zone, guys. Yep, Christian B goes, uh-oh, dead zone. Yeah, that happens frequently when you're traveling. Well, Adam Autumnburster, he says, creating so much joy in the world. And yes, Father Fish has. And it's very apparent when you attend Aquashella with him because you have so many people coming up to him going, you saved the fish keeping hobby for me. And that's very true. I know he did for me and a lot of other people that I know. Looks like he's still there. Ups. Yep, he dropped. Gotta love traveling in dead zone, guys, because they definitely have a lot of those. Let's go through some of the comments. And remember, you're welcome to come up and show off your tank. If you've been at Aquashella and you purchased something new, feel free to come up and join the chat and show it off. Show me what you got. We've got Direwolf here. Direwolf says, so glad you guys had a safe and successful trip. Yeah, it was awesome. We had a lot of fun. Let's go through these comments real quick. Let's see. Where is the Father Fish store located? Salisbury, Maryland. That's where it's located. We got Father Fish back. He's out of the dead zone. Welcome back.
Okay, we're on a bridge out over the ocean.
Oh, wow. I'm going to make that full
So
screen.
we have from sea to shining sea here. I don't know where we are, but there's no signal to speak of. And I just lost her.
Yep, we lost him again, guys. Sorry about that.
Only me in the street.
He's half
Yeah,
back.
not
I
your
think
fault.
we got
Oh,
him
you
back.
did that. All right, we can do
We
that
got him
again.
back.
That's fine.
Well, I'm going to make that full screen where they can see. Wow, that is a large bridge. Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
not
man.
a very happy camper right now.
I don't
I
blame
do not
you.
like
I hate
bridges.
driving over bridges too, Megan. I hate
You
it.
did good. You did good. We're off of it.
Oh, we've got 2 more to go. And another toll
Yeah,
booth.
the sun is, oh, Lord. The sun is directly in my face, in my eyes. You can see me. I can't see you or anything else.
I
Read
can
some
see
comments
you
to me, Dina.
All right. Well, let's see what we've got. Where's the Father Fish store located? By N4279, Salisbury, Maryland.
Right, Salisbury is on the eastern shore of Maryland. That's the peninsula. Yeah, no. We, paying toll here. We are half an hour from Ocean City, just
Thank you.
maybe
Me
a
too.
half an hour north of Assateague, which is a major federal park. We're 2 hours out of DC and
Making good
probably
time.
2 hours out of Atlantic City, which we're probably parallel with right now, but we're well inland from there.
Well,
What else we got?
Joey says that he saved the fish keeping hobby for me.
Well, a lot of people have said that. And I kind of knew that was true going in. I really believed the statistic that I read years ago that said that 95% of the people who set up an aquarium fail often enough that they give up the hobby. And
Oh,
I
they
know
do.
that happens. Well, and you know, the strange thing about it is this hobby started as a major hobby when it became possible to make tanks. And that didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen until until people learned how to make flat glass. And that happened, it's called floating glass. That happened in about 1850. Almost instantly, that glass was used to make fish tanks, and there were literally hordes of people in every major city setting up fish tanks. By the 1870s, every major city had a dozen fish clubs and 100 fish stores. In 1870, before there was electricity. I mean, think about this. People were keeping fish in droves, huge numbers, and they weren't getting them out of South America because they weren't available. They weren't getting them out of the Orient. They weren't available. They were not even getting them out of Florida because that industry had not even started. They were getting them out of their local ditches, out of the local bays, out of the local waters, and setting them up in little natural aquariums. That's how the hobby started. And it continued that way until about 1950. And in 1950, all the men went to war. Up
Mm-hmm.
at that point, give you an idea what that means. Um, what is his name? Ingalls. Ingalls. I got the right. I don't have the right name. Um, wrote it in about 1820. What was his name? All I can think of is Ingalls. A PhD in biology, in ichthyology, who was very popular in the hobby. Wrote a book about the hobby. That's called The Aquarium, I think. Can't think of his name. Old men do this. You gotta cut me some slack here. It's the same name as my father, and I can't remember his name. It's just a function of the brain not functioning.
Hey, that's no
Anyway,
problem.
he he got approved and built the very first public aquarium that was ever built in the United States, and it was built in Philadelphia
Wow.
in 1938. In 1940, it was shut down because all the men went to war and there was nobody left to maintain it. And
Oh
that's
no.
essentially what happened to the hobby. It never reopened.
That's horrible.
I saw the building. It was fenced off. You couldn't get into it. I saw it in the 1960s. It was still standing. By the 70s, it was torn down, gone. That's what happened to the hobby. And then came the 50s, and in the 50s, there was a resurgence. Everybody was back from the war. There was a resurgence in the hobby. Got again, got excited about it. I was in Baltimore at the time. That by then, some farmers had started farming in Florida. They were farming common fish, guppies, platies, mollies, angels by then were coming on. A friend of mine, Merle Cohen, he and his brother were selling fish out of their garage. They moved to a shop. They started buying out of Florida and trucking them up or shipping them up by train. They would come up to Maryland and they would wholesale them out to all the little shops. There were 47 fish stores in Baltimore in the 1950s. 47. There are two now. And for decades, there was only one. I'm going to explain to you why, because
Mm-hmm.
this is really important. The next thing that happened was this huge untapped market developed increasing interest among those who found that they could manufacture products and sell them into this hobby. And so it began. And at first it was perfectly normal stuff. Things like fish tanks, filters, fish nets, light fixtures, all the stuff you have to have, heaters, in order to be able to maintain a tank. Now, you didn't have to have it, but they started bringing tropicals in. And that's where it got really exciting. It was happening before that, but not to the extent that it did in the 50s. And then by the 60s, there were there were manufacturing companies springing up, making fancier filters, making fancier fish tanks, coming up with all kinds of other products. By the 70s, that aspect of the industry had virtually captured the dollars that were available in the hobby, a substantial portion of it. So people were spending by then $100 to $200, comparable today to $500 to $1,000 on equipment so they can have an aquarium. And then the big box stores came in, and they began consolidating all of this part of the industry, and they drove the little shop out of business because they could not afford to provide the equipment at the cost that these big box stores could provide. And so it dwindled more and more and more, less and less interest on fish, more and more on equipment. And then the saltwater industry came, and that blew the lid off the whole thing. That became all about how much money can you spend on equipment to maintain a saltwater aquarium. And it was astounding. I mean, today people are spending 10, 20, 30, $50,000 just to set up a saltwater tank, one tank. And then they wind up not being able to keep fish alive.
Mm-hmm.
That happened for them. And then it began happening for the freshwater ones. They would go into the big box store. They buy all this stuff they were told to buy, take it home with their bag of fish. Within 2 days, the fish were sick. They run back to the store, get a bunch of medicine to cure their fish, bring it back, dump it in. 2 days later, everything's dead and the tank stinks. So they clean it out, go back to the store, get convinced to start over again by spending more money on more supplies and less money on fish. Never bought plants. Plants were not even a consideration back then. They
That's
were in
wild.
the 1800s. They were not in the 1960s and 70s.
What do you think
No
caused that
shops,
change?
virtually no shops carried plants. One or two, maybe a, maybe a sword, maybe some anacrus. That'll let it out. So they began failing. More and more people failed. They were told to put gravel in their tank. That creates an open cesspool. So then they had to clean it. More money spent on cleaning the tank every week, cleaning the tank, cleaning out this cesspool they were creating. And then the fish got sick and they died. And they got sick and they died. And the tank went out on the curb. And it happened to 9 out of 10 people who tried to set up aquariums. So the hobby did not grow the way it did in 100 years earlier, nor did it quite die, because the 10% that figured out how to keep them alive kept it going, and were excited about keeping it going. And then the YouTube came along. Well, that was 20 years later. It was like 2010. I was told about it in 2012. I didn't figure it out. I was running a shop until 2016 when I figured it out and got on and started talking about what I was doing and what I was teaching and how it was helping people keep their fish alive. So we did that. And we did it from then until now. And now we've got probably a few 100,000, maybe as many as 1 million people worldwide who are doing this natural aquarium. So we've created a movement, and that movement is going to grow. It is going to return this hobby to what it should have been all along, which is all about the fish, all about the aquarium, all about keeping a natural, healthy environment where things are allowed to grow and thrive. And that's the end of my rant.
That was a good rant, though. And it was truthful. That's what I love about your rants, is you're not afraid to tell the truth, Father Fish. Hey, Better Great Lakes wants you to share some of your experiences that you had at Aquashella, and he wants to know, did you see any new products that you were interested in, or did something stand out to you? Did you bring anything back with you?
Brought a few things. I mentioned the koi.
Mm-hmm.
I met a woman she goes by
Macro lady.
Macro Lady.
Oh, she's
She
awesome.
specializes in macroalgae, which is a saltwater plant. It's a form of algae that grows like a regular plant.
Like
It looks
seaweed.
like a regular plant.
Like seaweed. It looks
Yeah,
like
it's
seaweed.
like it's seaweed essentially. Different kinds of seaweed, and there are many, many, many different kinds, and they're very colorful. They're very decorative. Some of them, they're just all sorts of shapes and colors.
You're going to want to show them this.
And she's doing that. We're coming over another bridge here.
Here, let me get over.
I'm gonna make you full screen where they can see it really well.
All right, coming up. There's the bridge.
Whoa, that's a high bridge.
There's another bridge over there.
Megan, all I can say is respect, girl. Wow.
We can't see over the edge yet. There we go. That's a
canal.
That's a canal, right? That's a shipping canal. That's a bunch of bird cages over there with little birds living in all of them. There's a sawmill right down there. I'm making it up. There's a bunch of dirt and rocks. We need to go there. And now we're off the bridge. And here we go. On our way to Annapolis.
To another toll.
To another toll, right. One more toll. We've had 4 tolls so far. And we haven't gone 50 miles.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Toll City.
It really is.
Right.
I've never seen so many tolls before.
My hand is covering something.
Do you have more cash?
I do. I have lots more cash. You need more cash?
I think it's going to be probably more than $2. My wallet isn't enough.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, NC finally showed up after a month.
Aww.
He's actually in the chat.
Oh, did he?
Nice to see him again.
Oh, hey, NC. Happy to see you, buddy. We've been missing you. But we've been hearing you've been out dancing around, making friends, and selling lots of fish, I expect. So we're very proud of you, buddy. And proud to have been at your beginning.
Definitely. Same here.
You know, that's one of the things that's been really fun is so many people we've been able to get started on their hobby and started on building a little business. And they're just excited, moving forward, and thriving.
Can I give you 20?
There's the whatever. Oh, that's me. There, we're, we're paying our toll.
Thank you.
There's the
You
toll lady.
too.
All right,
Terry
so here's
Lancaster
where we're going.
wants to know,
We're
is
going
there
to
a
that
video?
water tower right there. We're going to turn the goldfish loose in the water tower, and
That'd be fun.
then we're going to run.
Right? You guys get into trouble without me. I'll help.
Really?
Carrie
Oh
Lancaster
glory! Let's
wants
see.
to
I need
know,
to plug. I need to plug this. Oh, I got the wrong one plugged in. Let me plug this. I got to plug my phone in. Bear
okay.
with me here a second. It'll probably do something weird. All right. Allow access. Yeah, why not? Okay, we're back. I'm in the
Welcome
show.
back. Carrie Lancaster wants to know, Father Fish, do you have a video on how to take clippings from plants in an aquarium to replant? I believe you do. I believe you have several, don't you?
A video on what? I missed that.
Propagation.
Yes.
On propagating plants.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do I have a video on propagating plants?
Yep.
Actually, no. And it's a really good point because my system of propagation up to this point has been to stick plants in a tank, and when they grow, pull some of them out, sell them, or sell them another tank with them. That's been propagation. But now we're doing something very different from that. Now we have an actual propagation farm going where we are, in fact, farming things like mosses and buces and ferns and all of those kinds of things in trays, in soil trays that are kept at 100 degrees. 100. They're kept at, what am I trying to say? At full humidity, 100% humidity. So they're being grown not in water, but out of water, but in a very wet environment, which allows them to grow faster. And then once they reach a given level where they kind of grow out in that little pot they're in, then we transfer them to water. They can establish. So we're learning how to do that. We have a new staff person who's an absolute genius with it, who's doing extremely well. And we're very proud of Bryce for what he's been able to do so far. And
I'm sure
what
Bryce is
it's
doing an
producing
awesome job.
because it's giving us marketable product. So we can sell some of this stuff pretty cheaply because we've grown it ourselves. Things would cost $15, $20, $30. We can sell for $5 to $10. So it's pretty nice. I'm sounding off here. What did I eat that's driving lunch?
It's probably got a lot of sugar.
That's starting to break up pretty bad on my end, guys. I think we lost him. I'm not sure, but I think so.
That would have been good.
Oh, he's back. We got him. Everything okay there, Father Fish?
Yeah, I'm here. You got me?
Yeah, I got you back.
Okay.
Danny OCZ says, hello, everyone. I want to ask, what could be the least invasive way of removing a thick bed of hair algae? Because I have a lot of fry in there, and I'm worried about pulling them out with the algae.
The easiest way to pull fry is to siphon them over a net on sitting on top of a bucket. So you need a big net sitting on a bucket, the siphon the tank, like a half inch diameter hose, which is about the same size as uh, the clean out siphon hose. Use that to create a siphon and siphon all the babies out. It's the safest way to do it. You could siphon them into that net or just into the bucket. Just leave all in the bucket initially. Then you can go back and start dipping them out and putting them where you want them. But the best way to get babies is not with the net, because you wind up killing half of them and scaring them into the dirt, and it just gets to be a frustrating mess. But if you use the siphon, you can, because they tend to school, they tend to hang together. You can get a whole bunch of them, real simple, real easy. Just don't siphon them onto your feet, because you'll never pick them up.
All right. Hey, that is a neat trick. I'll definitely try that with my guppy fry because I got a surprise
Yeah,
when
you
I
might
got home.
practice.
I got a bunch
I
of new
would
ones.
practice first. Practice
Practice
doing
first?
that before you actually are siphoning out $500 worth of fish and they
Right?
wind up on the floor. You need to learn how to do it. You need to practice it. It's a skill. You have to
Mhm.
develop the skill. It's not something you're born with. It's something you learn. So learn. Those
Definitely
who don't
will.
know how to learn how to learn. Then you'll
Right?
learn. If you don't learn how to learn, you ain't never gonna learn nothing. There are too many people around who learn nothing because they don't know how to learn. They think everything they know is all there is to know, and it ain't nothing because they don't know anything. They just think they know things, but they really don't know things because they don't know how to learn. You have
That
to
would make a
learn,
great short.
right?
That's good
Learn how to
advice.
learn, and then you'll learn. If you
Right?
and I'll tell you the most basic element required in learning to learn is saying, "I'm stupid. Teach me. I am stupid. I am ignorant." I shouldn't say stupid. I should say ignorant. Although stupid kind of means the same thing, but it doesn't mean dumb. It means I don't know. I don't know. I don't know is not an admission of guilt.
Mhm.
And it's not anything one should ever be ashamed of. I don't know means I am intelligent enough to realize that my knowledge of whatever that is we're talking about is inadequate to fully understand it. And I would like to learn more about it rather than say, "Oh, yeah, I know," when you don't know nothing. I get so tired of people telling me, "Oh, yeah, I know," and they don't know nothing. And then they get angry when I tell them, "But you don't know nothing." And then I say, "Why is it you insist on being stupid? Why do you do that? You're not a dumb person. You're a smart person. But you absolutely insist on being stupid. Stop being stupid, stupid.
That reminds me
Start
of an old
learning.
statement that my
Start
dad always
learning how
said.
to
That's
learn.
not stupid.
Learn how to learn. Then you will learn.
Well,
Humble.
we've got a question on
Admit.
how to remove hair algae without
Admit.
accidentally
Listen
picking
to
up the
me.
fry.
I ain't done ranting. Wait till I get done.
Okay.
Admit to your ignorance. If you're ignorant, say, "I'm ignorant. I want to learn. I don't understand. I want to learn. I think I know, but I know I'm too smart to know. I really don't know." Boy, when you can finally get to that place, then it becomes possible for you to start learning.
So true.
Honestly, I mean, I'm off on this because too many people, too many people I know, too many people I run into, too many people out there are absolutely convinced that the tiny, minuscule, dirt-sized piece of knowledge they have is the sum and total of wisdom in the world. And it ain't nothing. It's nothing. The reality is the smartest human being in the world knows less than one millionth of 1% of reality.
Preach it, Father Fish.
Simply ignorant. Yes.
Preach it.
You're tired of hearing it. All right, go.
Hey,
What?
I don't mind. Go for it.
I'm done.
Well, we've got a question on how to remove a bed of hair algae without disturbing the fry, without removing the fry. They're worried that the hair algae the fry will go up in the hair algae and get trapped there
Well,
when they
it certainly
can't remove
can.
it.
Well, what you do, yeah, simple. Take the hair algae out and put it in a bucket of water.
Mhm. That's a good tip.
Put it in a bucket of water from the same tank.
Mhm.
And then you can go through it slowly and carefully. And any fish that are caught up in it will be released from it if you do it slowly and carefully. It's a real issue. It's a good question. And it does happen. And little fish are notorious for that. They're stupid. They don't know nothing. They're ignorant. They don't even know what algae is, much less how they get entrapped by it.
Right?
So you need to help them out.
Definitely. Then we've got a question from Adam. He wants to know what was the most impressive thing you saw at Aquashella?
Oh, that albino, that turtle.
Right? That was a good one.
Oh my gosh. If I had $75,000, I would have totally brought him home.
A fly river turtle. They have an albino fly river turtle that's about a foot long. Extremely rare. Somebody asked, I was standing there talking about it. The guy said, well, what's his worth? And they said, well, we've been offered 75,000 for it, turned it down.
Wow.
Yeah. But you can get fly river turtles, little ones, for $2,000 to $3,000.
They don't have the black eyes, though.
What don't have the black eyes?
The little ones.
Well, they'll grow black eyes. Give them a chance. What are you talking about? They don't have black eyes.
That's what was the coolest part about that big one, though, was like it was all white and then it had like dark black eyes.
Well, you know what? I'd rather have one than not have one. I don't care what color it is. And I'm going to have one before my days are done. The fly river turtle is the only freshwater tortoise. Oh no, freshwater. What do they call it? Water turtle? It's aquatic turtle.
Yeah, that's
It
the
has
fully
red
aquatic
feet.
fish, right?
Yeah, they got webbed feet. They do not go on land. They never come out of the water except to lay their eggs. So the boys come out. The girls come out. The boys don't. Boys never come out on land. Only the girls do when they're ready to lay their eggs.
That is wild.
Neat fish. They have a pig nose head,
Yes.
which is kind of cool.
So
But that's like all aquatic turtles have that. It's so they can reach just the tip of their nose out of water to get to breathe and not expose their entire head.
show that to him.
There he is. There he is.
Oh, maybe
Very
make it
cool.
closer. Yeah, you're froze on my end. You still there? I think they went through another dead zone, guys. Hopefully, Father Fish will be back soon. I've got your question starred for Father Fish, Adam. I'm going to save it until we get him back. We definitely got a lot of people in here tonight. Wow. So far, we've got 50 watching. And Stephanie, welcome to being a Barracuda. That's awesome. She's our new member. Yeah, Aquashella was definitely an amazing experience. If you've never been to Aquashella, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. Even if you have social anxiety, you'll move past it really quickly there because the fish tribe will get you out of it. Let's see here. Let's look through the comments. Doompie said, "What's happening?" Well, Father Fish is on his way back to the shop, but he's in a dead zone. Hey, he's out of the dead zone. We got him. Doompie asked, "What's happening?" And Stephanie's a new member. She's now a Barracuda.
Welcome, Stephanie. Nice to have you with us.
And we've got a question from Adam. Adam Umbruster asked, what about all the product chemical sellers? Did they have any comments for you?
Hey, what?
He wants to know about the chemical sellers, those that are into more chemical fish keeping, the natural,
like Fritz and stuff.
Yeah. Did they have any comments for you?
No.
They don't talk to me. I do not exist in their world.
That's sad.
No, really.
I didn't even have any of them come up to me either.
Yeah, I do not exist in their world. I am enemy number one to their industry.
The next question that Adam Umbruster asked, are there more chemicals for sale now than before you started the natural tank revolution?
Absolutely.
Good question. I'm sure there are, because it's a constant churning of new and better ways to market stuff. It's all about marketing. It's all marketing strategy. They don't find a need and meet the need. That's not the way it works. They find a process or a chemical or a device or something, and then they publicize it as something you need.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't create a solution to needs. They create a need for a product.
Right.
And that's how things have gotten to where they are, because we're buying products we don't need that serve no legitimate function in an aquarium. But we're buying them because we're told by all the marketers who are making money on this stuff, and the big box stores who are selling it in order to be able to sustain their overhead, that this is what you're supposed to have. You need to have this in order to have an aquarium. And the reality is you need nothing that anyone sells. You can go down the local garbage dump or your own trash can and get a gallon jug out of it and cut the top off of it, go out to a ditch, put some dirt in it, catch a few little fish, stick them in there, and you've got an aquarium that's keeping fish alive. And that will do a better job of keeping them alive than this fancy $500 system you just bought from a big box store.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mention names.
I will.
But that's the bottom line. No, there absolutely are more products, more chemicals, more devices today than there were last year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ago. And they're more worthless than those that existed 20 years ago were worthless. All of them are worthless. There are things I really like. I like heaters. I like decent quality heaters that don't crap out and that actually perform. I like fish tanks. I like fish tanks that are made solid, that don't break, that have the right thickness of glass in them, that actually will hold water. I like light fixtures. LED is an absolute godsend to the hobby. It provides cheap light, maximum light, and it's you can light an entire 50-gallon tank for about $20, more than adequately. I like fish nets, but I don't like little tiny nets. I like great big nets because
You like the
big
monster
nets,
net,
I do, because they don't scare the fish.
right?
You don't chase them around like some kind of predator trying to snag them to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's what you make them feel like. You should not be the predator of your fish. And if you're using a little net, that's exactly what you're doing. You're being a predator, preying on your fish, scaring them out of their fishy brains,
Mm-hmm.
trying to escape from you. Big nets, they don't escape from. You trap them, you tap on the glass, they go to the back of the net, and you pull it up. No fuss, no muss, not ripping up anything, not making the nets. Very simple, very slow, and enormously effective. I like those. There are a lot of things I like, and there are a lot of things I won't have anywhere near my system because I don't need them. O2, the good example is the O2 systems. Pumping a CO2, pumping CO2 into the water. It's all the rage. You gotta have a CO2 system. Well, what CO2 does, it promotes an unrealistic, unnatural growth in the plant. So that the minute it is no longer available, the plant withers and dies. Once you get it on CO2, it's like a drug addict. You can't get it off. And if you try to take it off, it dies. I don't do CO2. I don't do it that way. I do a substrate that generates huge volumes of CO2 that the plants can take up through their roots as needed. Because the root system knows what it needs to be able to grow the plant. Leaves are just dumb things. They take everything in. They don't know nothing. But the roots know. The roots are there, and they're solid, and they're permanent. The leaves are like birds. They're here, and then they're gone, and then they're new ones. They're like I don't know, butterflies. They're pretty and they're nice, but they're really not very smart. We're at a total loop. Total loop, $6. Look at that.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Took all my ones off my hands.
All right. Where are we?
Thank you. You too.
Where are we? No idea where we are.
You guys still
We're
in New
about
Jersey?
to be an hour away.
We're an hour
Oh,
away.
cool.
What time is it? 6:45.
Mhm.
Whoa, we might get there. That
You
would
might.
be amazing. We might. I don't think so, but we'll see.
Don't say that.
We'll see.
Hey, I've shaved 13 minutes off of our time. Thank you very much.
How did you do that? Exactly?
Don't worry about it.
I see. She's moving us between worlds here.
You just do your live and I'll chauffeur you, all right?
Don't ask questions, Father Fish.
Right. You don't. The rest of that is you don't want answers to.
Exactly.
My mother used to say that. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Yep,
Or was it my father? Or maybe both.
probably both.
Probably both.
We've got a question from Danikin Aquatics. He says, LOL, hogfish or snapper? Which is better to eat? Asking for a friend.
Codfish or snapper? Man, that's a tough one. If you're eating cheap and you're getting fish and chips, it's going to be codfish. If you're eating in a fine dining restaurant or you're out fishing trying to get something really good, it's going to be snapper. Snapper tastes so much better, but there ain't nothing wrong with codfish when you're getting fish and chips.
Agreed.
Then we got a question.
Hey, Danny, nice to hear from you, Danny. Kenny, I'm sorry. I mix up Danny and Kenny all the time. Kenny, I know Kenny, right? Nice to hear from you, Kenny. I need to come out. LA, here, let me say something that Kenny will be interested in. Aquashella in Los Angeles last month, I think. The last one they had 50,000 people. 50,000 people. The one we just had, the Aquashella, probably had 10,000. That would be my guess. It was a relatively small venue, probably no more than 20,000 square feet. Not really a big venue, but a mob of people, and it was great fun. I think I want to do the big boy. I want to get out and do LA. I want to do a big Aquashella, but I want to be ready for it. Because I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, I was surprised at the turnout. It was a really nice turnout.
Yeah, and even Sunday, I really didn't expect much until the general admission. They have 3 levels of admission: VIP, what's the middle one?
Early entry.
Early entry, and then open.
GA.
It is.
General admission.
General admission. And by the time general admission rolled around at about 1 in the afternoon, we were slammed, even on Sunday. Monday, the VIP crowd was so big that we were slammed by an hour after it opened. Opened at 10 by 11. We were slammed solid.
That's awesome.
So it was pretty exciting. Even in Orlando, I didn't see that. I mean, these shows have become something else. They really become institutionalized.
Don't say it like that.
Well, they have. Well, no, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. I was talking to some people at the end of it who are part of corporate. Well, they're not corporate. They're on-site management people. They've been talking to corporate, and corporate's very upset because the big suppliers, the big manufacturers did not show up, and so they considered it a loss.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I had a good conversation with him too. Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah. When you think of it, when you put it that way. Yeah.
So, the reality is it's become corporate. My suggestion is we go back to basics. Got a bunch of local clubs together and put on the biggest show you can. I'll tell you, what that show demonstrated to me, it's the first time they've had one in decades in the New England Corridor, just south of New York City. It was slammed. People are hungry for these shows. Everybody came with money in their pocket. There were millions of dollars exchanged. People were selling out. Their booth after booth after booth was selling out at exorbitant prices. Give you a perfect example. The algae, the macro lady, the macroalgae later. She's selling macroalgae. Now, macroalgae is a weed. There are a lot of different colors, a lot of different kinds, a lot of different shapes. I happen to like them a lot, but they're a
Yep.
weed and they grow like a weed. They grow prolifically wherever you put them. She was selling a bag, a little tiny bag with three little tiny pieces of macroalgae in it for $50 and selling out. Boggled my brain and hers too. She was shocked
She
that
had some beautiful displays too that all sold out. Every single one of them were gone.
she did have a lot of nice displays. And she gets around. She does, this is what she does. She does the shows and she's learned how to do them.
She's actually a hospice nurse.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting young woman. Um, she's been invited to, as a speaker at a lot of big shows because she's doing something unusual, something that's very creative and yet very basic. I mean, the macroalgae, I prefer macroalgae to coral. And I will do macroalgae in a tank before I'll do coral. There are certain soft corals that are easy to do, and I love doing them. But boy, the macroalgae, they 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 absorb the nitrates. They keep the tank. It's like a planted tank. I mean, that's really what it is. You've got a planted saltwater tank with macroalgae. That'll have roots. They attach to rocks or other hardscape, but they do a great job of keeping the water clean and clear.
Oh, it looks like we got Greg ready to come up to show off his tanks. You ready for me to bring Greg up?
Go for it.
All right.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Father Fish. Hey, Miss Dina.
Hey.
Nice to see you, Greg.
Hey, Father Fish. I got about a group of 21 rummy nose tetra.
Nice.
They're in the hospital
Beautiful.
tank, and I've been losing about 2 or 3 a day.
Huh.
And their tails looks like it's getting a fungus, and then they lose their tail and die.
Okay, so you got a bacterial infection in there. It's the fungus. The fungus follows bacteria. The bacteria is what's attacking. Fungus does not attack live flesh. Bacteria does. Fungus only lives on dead material. So when you understand that, then you realize that the fungus on your fish is not the problem. The problem is the bacteria that's killing the flesh on the fish that the fungus are then thriving on. So don't treat for fungus, treat for bacteria.
Okay.
One of the things that I like to do, it's very simple. With little tiny fish, it's more difficult, but you can do it with them. I use erythromycin or any of the other gel antibacterial ointments that are available at every drugstore and every food store in the country, and they're cheap. You get a little tube of it, put it alongside the tank, leave it there. Whenever you see any kind of infection or any kind of wound, catch the fish with a net and just dab it with this erythromycin or whatever it is you're using. It will kill the bacteria and it'll provide enough protection of that wounded area to prevent additional bacteria from invading that wound. It takes then a few hours for the fish to provide enough mucus to cover that up. It happens when the mucus is disturbed. The bacteria can do that, and they'll do it especially on fins because fins don't get any kind of blood flow. That's why they don't regenerate. They can heal, but it's a very slow process. When they get attacked by bacteria, you have to stop the bacteria. and you do it topically. You don't do it by putting some kind of antibacterial stuff in the water that doesn't work. All that does is kill the tank, which creates more bacteria. So you want to treat the fish directly, treat it topically, and you'll be amazed how effectively that works.
Okay, it's my understanding. This is the first time I've ever had rummy nose. It's my understanding that they're generally a pretty frail fish.
I would
And
not say so. No more
I mean,
so than any other tetra.
okay, I thought they were really highly susceptible to stress.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I've had a
And
lot of them,
I was
and
noticing
I
that,
don't lose them.
well, normally they say a good indicator is the real bright red nose, and the ones that are here that are left, they certainly have a super bright red nose. And
Indicator of what?
well, I don't know. They say that they're like the canary in the coal mine. If your water quality is bad, a lot of times that they don't have that bright red nose. Have you ever heard that?
No. I mean,
I've
it
heard
sounds
that.
like something somebody made up.
I don't doubt it.
You
I
know,
mean, and like that, this is the first time I've ever had these. I bought these to put in with my Altum Angels, and started with
I
21.
see.
I started with 21, and I'm down to 11.
Well, thank God you didn't throw them in,
Oh yeah, no, I
because
wouldn't ever.
you'd have had a problem with the Ultims then.
Yeah.
Try that treatment, see if it works. There's another issue, and that is sometimes you get something that is such a scourge that the only way to get rid of it is to pull every fish out that's got even a hint of it until you've got whatever is left that's untouched by whatever it is. There are diseases like that, bacterial infections that are so viral that the only way to get rid of it is to flush every fish that even begins to be affected by it until because that's more true with parasites than bacteria.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it
'cause
works with parasites. It works with parasites because parasites have a life cycle that includes being unhitched from the host and multiplying. And if you catch them before they leave the host, right as they're attached to it, pull them out of there, then you don't get they don't get the opportunity to drop off and multiply.
Right.
Oh, those are some
All right.
gorgeous.
But yeah. Well, good luck with that. Keep us posted. Let
I'll
us
do
know
it.
how that's coming. Try to treat them as best you can.
I'm certainly going to do it. And thanks for having me up, Father Fish. We'll see y'all next
Oh,
time.
you bet, Greg. I appreciate you. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. And looks like now we've actually got NC waiting to come up.
My. Well, hello, NC. Happy to see you. How in the world are you?
Well.
Well. Yes.
First things, I gotta ask, Dina, how are your guppies?
Actually, they're doing great.
Doing good?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good to
Already
hear.
had one that had babies. So,
Sick.
yeah.
Sick. Okay, I got a lot of explaining to do before I get started. So long story short, I have just been busy. The end. Just been occupied with everything. I do have a couple videos I haven't released yet from Thailand where I went to beta farms and guppy
Oh
farms.
my.
Wow.
So he was in Thailand.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I was. I spent most of my fish money on a plane ticket to Thailand.
Wow. Good for you.
And yes, I'm old enough to fly alone.
That's exciting. By yourself? You went by yourself?
On my
Oh,
own.
wow.
Wow.
Aren't you a big boy? Goodness
Awesome.
sakes.
So
That's incredible.
So let's just get started. So first, I actually got this. This is like a little show and tell equipment, but I got this so my video quality will improve 1 million times.
What is it?
It's a
That you
microphone.
clip on.
Yes.
It's
Oh, okay.
I spent like $300 on that, so we got wonderful stuff now. The videos are gonna get 10 times better. And then in here, so my plan with all my tanks is I'm gonna do potted plants. That's just what I'm gonna do with them. I'm gonna do like potted, and then we're gonna get some substrate in there. I'm just getting everything started back up again.
I think that makes sense given the way you're raising plecos.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do like just pots of plants, dirt, sand, plants. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Cool.
I love his little pleco caves.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a lot of those at Aquashello.
Oh yeah. These are the Wobbin musters. I got them. I got them from Germany. I got a friend in Germany.
Oh,
I paid decent amount for these guys.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Oh yeah. And then I don't want to reveal this, but there you go.
Wow.
Do it
I might
again.
have
Do it
gone
again.
too crazy with my tanks. Well,
We see what you've been busy doing.
I got some betas going.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
wow.
Where'd they come from?
Thailand. I got a friend in Thailand.
So they shipped them back to you?
Yeah. So these
That's
are
pretty
top-notch
nice.
quality.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say so.
Beautiful.
I got 3 females with eggs in their ovipositor, so I'm gonna attempt today to float them.
Nice.
So I have like a bunch of males, but this one in particular I want to breed because look at that.
Yeah, that's
You
really
can
pretty.
do 2 females with 1 male.
Okay,
That will increase the odds of
because
spawning.
this is my first female. Where is she? She's in there. She's got.
Oh, that's
You can
all
see the
pretty.
egg spot.
Wow.
Nice.
Beautiful color.
Pretty fish. Pretty fish.
Plecos, I got about. They're all hiding under the filter, but I'm getting pots tomorrow, so we'll get that going. And then this one is a male beta, and then a female beta. Really nice. In here will be the Hillstream Loach breeding project.
Oh, wow.
I did a tour. I think Dina saw it. She actually commented.
Yep.
But it was the store tour of the Hillstream Loach shop where they had the most insane looking ones.
Yeah, that was a
Wow.
cool video.
That this is gonna be. I try to make it as natural, replicating their environment as possible. And yeah, I'm gonna be getting 10 of the Gastromyzon SK3, which is.
Now, are you doing any kind of water flow in there?
Yes. I want to get this. They're coming Wednesday, so I have a pump setting up, so I'll get that done. But I've just
Nice.
been busy.
Nice.
Up in here, we have another colony of the Wobbin musters. And then this is the best of the best. I have 30 longfin super reds.
Oh, wow. I see him.
They're all
Nice.
hiding under
Those
the
are
filter.
pretty.
But
Yeah, I see them.
30 longfin super reds. I am not selling them. I'm gonna keep them all, and then I'm gonna get like 10 pairs of those going.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the new addition to the fish room.
Wow.
I'm hatching brine shrimp. I'm doing micro worms, black worms, everything. I don't feed them pellet food anymore. Throw that out of the door.
Jesus.
Wow.
Good for you.
Beta. Another beta.
You got some beautiful betas.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he does.
Another one. And these are actually an endangered species. They're the Zoogoneticus tequilas.
Ooh.
Goodied.
The goody eye, yeah.
I have this in my grow out tank. I'll show you the breeding colony in a second. Here's another beta. Here's the breeding colony, and you can see how nice the males get when they're matured. I got beta, and my Wobbin Muster fry grow out. I like to start them in 5 gallons because, as you said, I had problems with them dying because the tank was too big and they couldn't find food. So I just put them in smaller tanks, and then once they get to 1/2 inch, then I put them in a bigger tank. And that's how I've been doing them for a while. You can see a couple of the Wobbins in there.
Nice.
Well, yeah, I heard, was it your birthday, Father Fish?
Well, it's coming up the 14th.
Okay, so I'll come up and say hi if there was a stream on that day. I'll give you a call and wish you
Yeah,
the
we'll
best.
do a stream on that day for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Lovely.
I think it's a Sunday, actually.
Okay, fair enough. And my air system
Yeah.
is 2 mother pumps. That.
Oh,
fill up-
nice.
I'll show you the air system if you want.
Yeah.
Messy. I gotta get that sorted, but it's just all air system right there.
Very cool.
But yeah, I've been busy, and I do apologize for, disappearing without any type of goodbye or stuff. But I'm back now, and I'll get everything going.
Well, you were missed. A lot of people ask about you.
Well, I
That's
need
a
to
good-
get some more plants, so I'll probably get on today on the Shopify store and just get like a buttload ton of plants because I do need
Okay.
plants.
Well, I'm perfectly willing to trade with you. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
got something you want to trade, we can do that.
I got the Wobbin Musters, the Green Dragons, the Wobbin
I
Musters.
love it. Love it.
Honeycomb. They're
That
the
would be
honeycomb.
great. Yep. Happy
They
to
sell like
do it.
wildfire. They're more of a rare bushy nose. I
Right.
think it's L519. I think.
I don't know.
Well, I'll send you an email and stuff, but
Okay. Well, let's talk.
Oh yeah.
Let's negotiate.
But yeah, I might be, cause I've been anonymous.
He always gets the best of me, this kid. He always does.
Oh, I'm sure he has got some great bargaining skills.
You have no idea.
I've been anonymous for a while, so I might at some point show up my face and actually get into the scene like fully. So
How old are you now?
I am 16.
Awesome.
Okay. Wow.
I'm old now.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
old now.
Yeah, right. You're not a kid anymore. That's
And
true.
you remember this? Thank you
Mhm.
for my birthday.
I do.
Oh,
It was from my brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Well, yeah,
Nice.
hope to see you guys back up soon. I'm not gonna bother you guys any further, and I'm gonna get feeding and get everything going in here.
Wonderful to have you back at sea.
Thank
That
you.
it is. Nice
I
to
love
see
you,
you.
fish room. Love you, fish room.
And by the way, yes, I'll be getting another rack in 2 months. Working
Oh,
on it.
Nice.
awesome.
It's gonna be a wooden rack, and it's building in the backyard right now. I'm gonna do auto water change on that, but we'll see on that.
Oh, cool. Nice. All righty. Take care.
See ya.
Thank you.
Steve.
Bye-bye. Mercy.
Hey, we finally now know what happened in C. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
He's alive.
He's alive. He's alive.
Everybody's been asking about him.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's true.
Better Great Lakes wants to know which stingray won the predatory fins competition. Do you guys
I
know?
don't know.
Yeah, it was the deformed one.
Oh, okay. What are they called? The angel?
It was number 11.
Huh.
Oh, cool.
The
That
one
was-
that had the little arms.
Yeah, the one with the wings. The one with the like arms on it.
Blue Mint says, "Oh, the Batman."
The bat.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. The bat ray.
Yep.
That is a genetic defect. It's not something that's created by the fish keeper. They're born that way. And it has to do with their embryonic development. They failed to develop, and those appendages failed to connect with the rest of the body.
That was my favorite one.
Really.
Oh
Mine
yeah,
too.
I
That
loved
one
that
looks
one.
cool. I had never seen one like that before.
I haven't either. And the colors on it were so pretty.
Mm-hmm. I think those colors is what pushed it over the edge where it won.
Yeah,
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
that's
Blue
gonna
Mint
fall.
said Batman Ray. That's the name of it. It's Batman
Batman
Ray.
Ray, that's right. Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, what are we doing? It's 7:15. We're about half an hour out, if that. We're
Yeah.
getting really close.
I told you I was gonna get you there.
I know you did. I'm amazed
Don't
we
ask
got back so
questions,
quick.
Father Fish.
What you got?
She said, "Don't ask questions."
Right.
But we do have a question.
Okay.
Donovan says, Father Fish, I remember seeing a video of yours that said you were accepting applications for those who wanted to sell your products to one's local fish keepers. Are you still doing that? Please message.
You mean in other countries, or what's he referring to? I have been looking for distributors in other countries because I'm not set up to ship, and I don't think I can ship dirt into other countries, although I haven't looked into it.
We can't even ship shrimp to Hawaii.
We can't ship
Right.
shrimp to Hawaii, right? What I started doing this weekend, though, we've been talking about this for a while, is setting up a wholesale operation that allows us to sell in bulk to local fish stores. And we had 3 stores that expressed interest in carrying our product. So, in order to do that, we need to put together some pretty good graphics that explain to people what it is and how to use it. And then we have to come up with a price line for it that we can sell without losing money on the deal.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to do that. We're going to do it. We just are at the early stages of kind of working through the details of what's going to be required to do that. But the idea is to get our Aqua Preta and Terra Preta and probably Nutra Preta into local stores.
Go.
We've also got a question from Doom Pie. Doom Pie wants to know, how is the battery doing on your phone?
It's plugged in.
I've got it plugged in, so we're good.
I can hear those koi splashing in the back. It's hilarious.
Yeah, we have koi in the back splashing.
Oh, wow.
We'll show you the koi if we're still alive when we get there.
Hey,
I
that'll
think
be
we will
fun.
be.
Yeah.
I think we're getting fairly close here.
Yeah, we are.
Renard Brooks wants to know, will my substrate produce food without dead leaves?
Come again? Oh, good question. Yes and no. The issue is that the dead leaves are food for the microfauna, as is any other waste matter like the leaves from plants, the poop from the fish, the detritus. All of that is food for microfauna. The benefit of the leaves is that it builds a base that allows these microfauna to live and thrive without being gobbled up by the fish. So if you have a half an inch of leaf mulch, you're going to have a much stronger population of microfauna than they would if you had just one or two or three leaves. The other benefit is that it allows the eggs from fish like tetras to fall down into that. And if it's deep enough, some of those eggs will be able to survive and hatch. What normally happens is all the eggs get eaten up because they're exposed. So what that leaf mulch does is it provides some cover for the little tiny eggs as they fall into it to be able to be protected from being gobbled up. And then when the babies hatch, there's food right there available for them in the form of these tiny little microfauna, the little microscopic creatures like paramecium and so forth. Are you there?
Yeah, it froze on my end for a second.
Okay.
That's
Are you
all the
back?
That's all the questions we've got for right now. Actually, somebody just asked a question. Let's see. Let me get this question up. How bad are the tiny loaches? How bad are the tiny leeches for your tank? And will it ever be food for fish?
Yes. All fish 1 inch and bigger eat leeches. It's a natural food. The only way leeches survive is by hiding. Most leeches feed on waste and like bacteria. They feed on very tiny stuff. There's only one species of leech that actually attaches to fish and sucks the juices from them, but it never kills them. It drops off long before that because it doesn't require very much to be ready to spawn. The babies, however, will all the fish in the tank eat leeches. It's a natural food for them. It's like any other kind of worm.
Mm-hmm. And we've got Daryl Willis ready to come up.
Great. Hi, Daryl.
Hi,
Hey,
Daryl.
Papa Fish. Hey, Dina. Figured I'd come on and
Nice.
show y'all my tanks.
Oh, great.
There's Connor, my vicer. She's hanging out
Right.
near the front tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, this tank's doing good though. It needs a lot more
Great.
plants still, but
Yeah, little light on plants.
she left a few goldfish in here. It's her food for the weekend.
Who's in there?
Just Connor, the vicer here.
That's a nice one.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that tank's looking good. I'll take you in here and show you the other one. What's up, boy? There's the
That's a nice tank.
looking good. Still had a few random fish dying. I don't know. It seems like ever since I turned the water up higher, I'm sure that doesn't got the temperature up. I'm sure that doesn't have anything to do with it, but that seems to be when they started dying. So I don't know.
We lost Father Fish. He's coming back now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hi there.
We've got 2 Father Fishes on now. Okay.
Oh dear. Well, cut the other one off. Kill the other one.
Hey,
Yeah,
stop,
I'm gonna
boy.
get rid of the other one.
Back up. It's one of my guppies.
There we go.
Yeah, I put a little frog in here, a little African dwarf frog. I haven't seen him very much, but he's in here.
Nice.
I don't know if he can find stuff to eat in there, or if I need to start putting something in there for him. That's what I was kind of wondering too.
Yeah, I would see if you can get some black worms.
Some black one.
Yeah, if you can get them, or any kind of native culture will work. Black worms will be great if you can get them. They're kind of hard to come by,
Oh, okay.
but
All right.
you can get detritus worms by going out and getting some natural material from a pond or a ditch.
Yeah, I
And
need to
it'll
do
have
that
black
again.
worms in it.
It's been a little
Yeah,
while
that'll
since I
have
did that.
yeah, that'll have a lot of food in there for them.
But yeah, it's looking good.
That it is.
Nice. Yes, it is. That's a great looking tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still need a lot more plants in here too, though. But
You know,
it's just,
looking at that sculpture reminds me. Though what's really cool about that is that it looks like an old crab pot. And I've done enough diving to have seen lots of old crab pots laying around on the bottom of the ocean. So it's really a great decoration.
yeah, I like it. It came out pretty nice. Hey, I was gonna ask you, can you do a saltwater like natural, like no
Yes,
filtration tank also?
yes. If you live and the substrate from out in the water, plus whatever kind of shellfish or fossilized coral or whatever is out there, you can put in your tank, and it'll establish a natural system. You need 3 inches of sand to make it work. But if you get a raw, it'll immediately be a fully balanced tank.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna look into that because I had a saltwater tank before, but that's the reason I started these. I didn't want to put all the money back into a saltwater tank.
Yeah, where do you live?
I live in South Carolina.
Are you
Couple
near?
hours from the beach.
You're breaking up really bad on our end, Father Fish. You might be going
Yeah,
into a dead zone.
I'm probably 2.5, 3 hours from Charleston.
Not sure if we lost him. It looks like the cameras froze.
But yeah, I need to put a lot more fish in here too. I'm still
Nice.
working on a nice school of something.
Hey, you'll get there.
Yeah.
Daniel.
That tank is looking gorgeous.
Very nice. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, it's came a long ways. But yeah, I'm gonna check into that saltwater stuff. So we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
Daryl.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. And now we got Kenneth Jacobs. Hi, Kenneth.
Sorry, I'm live. Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yep, can you hear ya?
Yes.
All right. This is the koi pond. I put some fencing over it. And I got this
Right.
plastic I tied it to. This is cool. It pulls out.
Nice. Oh, that's not bad. That looks
I
pretty
think
good, actually.
Okay, good.
I
I
like
got
it.
too much dirt in it. It's a little dirty. I wanted it to be more sand, but I got a little bit of I just started putting water in it today. It's very low, obviously, right?
Oh, well, it'll clear
But I
up.
figured
It'll,
yeah, okay, good. I figured it would. I figured I might as well start putting
Yeah.
water in it. And
right.
I was talking to my nephew. He's over here helping backfill this around the edge.
Oh, nice.
So thanks, Father Fish and Dina, and the other guys you
You
showed their koi
bet.
ponds. Because I learned.
I love it. I love it. It's great.
Love that
Good
Not
pond.
nearly as
job.
exciting as the pumpkin patch, though. Look at this madness.
Oh, love it.
Oh my word.
That is gorgeous.
It's gonna be great back here, huh?
Yeah, it is.
That
Paradise.
So I'll come on some other time when I have more time
so
and,
they can see
keep you up on the progress. You guys
yes.
could let me know if there's anything I could do better in the comments below or something.
Looking
Thanks,
good.
guys.
Looking good. Thank you.
Keep us updated.
That impulse buy on
Ought to be
4th of
wind
July is
noise.
catching up to me.
Right.
And I really love the koi. I really love them. They're a neat fish.
Nice.
That they are.
Yes,
All
they
right.
are.
All right. Bye,
I love that
guys.
patch. Great job.
Bye
The pond
bye.
and the patch.
Well, that's
Now
better.
we've got John Tucker ready to come up.
Nice. Hi,
Hi,
John.
John.
Hey, Father Fish. New tank, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
What do you think? I
That's
didn't tuck in
great.
the sand. I wanted to see the dirt here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're giving him a hard
So
time
maybe-
about his dirt.
Me too. Right.
You know, so
Funny
yeah, it's
stuff.
20-gallon
Right.
long. Yeah,
Yeah.
I found this tank brand new at the Goodwill for $14.
Oh,
A brand
wow.
new 20-gallon
What-
long. You can't do any better than
What
that.
a deal. What a
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
great.
That is.
And you can't. And then I was looking for some plants and rocks in the creek and some other little things. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I found a fossil. It's right there. Wasn't
Oh,
supposed
cool.
to fall in the tank, but it's in there.
Nice.
But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I love it. I love it. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get 1 or 2 more little fish for it.
That's going to be amazing. I love what you've done there.
Looking
Thank
good.
you. Oh, and I was gonna say too, 2 weeks ago, when you were talking about how your person has been doing your scapes inside is exactly what I tried to follow. Give me just a little open space, and then on the edges have some plants and such. Hey, and I'm going to order some plants from you too real soon.
We're,
Hey,
we're
that'll be
playing
awesome.
the network organ here.
But okay, I'm going to let you guys get back then.
Thank you.
Hey, stay safe.
You bet. Bye.
And no, thank
Thanks
you,
for
by the
coming
way.
up. You betcha.
Hey, he's doing a great job.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah.
looks like
How
we're
you
losing you
feeling?
there, Father Fish.
Very tired.
very
Very
tired.
tired. Yeah.
You think you need something to eat?
Probably.
Probably.
That's
Yeah.
probably a good idea.
I've got some food in the fridge. Yeah, 95. I'm okay, but getting weary.
Okay.
Well, if you
Well,
want, we
do you
can
want me to
get in
stop
line.
and get
No,
something?
no,
We'll
just
get
keep
Father
going.
Fish.
Let's just get there. No, we're good. I'm okay. We're good. We can keep going.
I was just checking in on him because we hadn't stopped and gotten anything to eat since we left.
Yeah, he probably needs to eat something.
We're like 20 minutes away from the shop, so
Yeah, I've got some food at the shop, so
Oh, good.
I'll just wait till we get there. Yeah.
We've got a question from Adam Armbruster. His question is, were there any other natural aquarium style vendors there? And while you're answering that question, I'm going to take a quick break.
Yeah, there were a couple. There was one fellow from
Rhode
New
Island.
York, huh?
Rhode Island.
From Rhode Island, who does plants, and that's he's doing them all in a natural environment. He's actually growing out plants and selling them. Beyond that, most people were. It was like products. There were several betta displays. A lot of people selling just a mix of fish. Dustin was there selling plants. Nobody really featuring the setup of an aquarium. There was a really interesting aquascaping show. They had about 10, what were they, 40-gallon tanks or so that that people signed up to aquascape. And some of the displays were very, very polished, very professional. That was fun. That was real interesting. But no, I would say there really was nothing I saw. I'm sure I didn't see everything, but there was really nothing I saw that reflected on natural fish keeping directly. We were kind of it, which says to me that it's a wide open game. I mean, nobody is really looking at how the aquarium is being set up. They're simply accepting throwing a bunch of gravel in a tank, filling it with water, and doing whatever they can do to keep fish alive after that. But no real sense of what's involved in setting up a system that's going to be self-sustaining and balanced and so forth. I mean, you can check your nitrate level ad infinitum, but it's really not going to tell you much other than the fact that the ammonia is gone, so you're not going to burn the fish up. Beyond that, it really is not helpful at all to try to figure out your tank's health based on the testing kit. I mean, you would have to give you an idea. In saltwater, the testing kits, most of the really good ones, involve testing 20 or more ingredients and processes every day in order to determine the effective balance of the system. Nobody wants to do that madness, but that's what's available. So while there are people selling those things, there's really nobody promoting them. They're not promoting anything really, which is kind of where we come in because we're promoting something that's an alternative to all of that. And the feedback we got today was, yeah, brother, go for it. And a bunch of new people came by and were looking curious and interested. So I think we're on our way to bringing about a major change. We do have a new article in the TFH magazine that's out this month. And we're talking about doing a Q&A byline on natural aquariums in future issues, which they're feeling very positive about doing. So excited about the potential for all of that. You're back.
Yep. Been back for a while. But that's, yeah, I didn't really see anything there that was to do with natural aquariums either. I was actually searching. The closest I found was Macro Lady. But yeah,
right.
nothing like what you're doing though. I mean,
Yeah, but she's saltwater though.
Yeah, she's not freshwater.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was really nobody. That's one of the things we need to do. Well, if we do this again, we need to have a display.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Or a workshop showing people how to make the aquarium step by step.
Yeah, like an hourly workshop.
Megan, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and repeat it every hour.
Yeah.
So we're getting new people in all the time.
Yep. And have someone mic'd up and have like a speaker or something and have Lou like explain why we do it this way and what this does and everything. I think that will be like
I think you're right.
I think that would be
well, they're not inviting me to speak. And the reason they're not is because they want to keep the contracts with the big manufacturers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I fly in the face of that, and they don't want to hear it. So they don't want to give me a voice.
Some of the biggest booths with the like biggest or the best spots were like the biggest sponsors, and I'm not gonna name names, but they definitely weren't father fish friendly.
Yeah, the big product houses,
Yeah.
the food houses, the chemistry houses, filters, equipment, all that stuff.
One starts with an F and ends with an L.
Another one ends with a Z.
Yeah.
Were they there? I don't remember. I don't think Fritz was there.
Yeah, they were.
Were
They
they?
had a huge
Yeah.
display.
Did they? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't have anything to say about like the food products. It's fine, except that we've come up with a food that just beats them all hollow.
Yeah, as soon as I would open the food for people at the show, they immediately bought it.
Yeah, we took about 20 containers of food and sold it all. That's all we had. We just took what we had. Sold out.
So did everything at the booth sell? Because I wasn't able to be there today.
The only thing that did not sell out was the Aqua Preta. And it's because we took 50 of them, but we sold half of them.
Wow.
We only brought back about 25.
And we would have sold more t-shirts if we would have brought 2X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had people not buy t-shirts because we did not have 2X. But we had some 2X guys try on the XL and it fit.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I was wondering if they sized them up or down, how that worked, because I didn't actually get to see the shirts in person till we got there.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to order some double X. There are people who just consider themselves, too big and fat and ugly to fit in anything smaller. Although I think it shows off their girly figure, is what I said.
You're funny.
Oh my.
Well, tall people, it's hard. Like Quentin, for example, like he wears 2XLs and something, but like he's not like
have
a.
it long enough.
Yeah, he's not a.
These are nice shirts.
Yeah,
They really are.
yeah.
So you did well. They were nice.
Awesome.
Everybody liked them.
The material was perfect too. Not like
that's
super
good to
stiff
know.
and not like almost see through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice shirts.
Hey, that's good to know because, 401 Printing, I read the reviews. They were supposed to do a really good job and be at a good price. Better Great Lakes. Better Great Lakes is wondering, blackworms, could they have something in them to make your fish sick, like parasites?
I have no idea.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it broke up on my end.
I'm black.
Well, it is pretty dark in here.
No, that's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I am there. Hi. Is there another light? Oh, that'll do. Well, I'm in the dark now, so.
Better Great Lakes was wondering.
We just put an overhead light on. Do what?
Blackworms carry parasites.
Well, probably, but they get eaten and the parasites are consumed with them.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about parasites, here's the thing about parasites. 50% of the micro life that exists is parasitic. 50%. So you cannot avoid parasites. One out of every two animals the size of a pinhead or tinier are parasitic. But they are parasitic on each other. So the wider the diversity, the more control exists over parasites. The problem with parasites is if you get them in a sterile tank or a tank that does not have any kind of natural biodiversity, they will take over and run the tank. That's why we get ick infestation. Ick infestation never occurs in nature because in nature, the parasites are controlled. You'll get one or two, three or four maybe on a fish spots, but that'll be it. You won't get them covered because the babies, when they hatch, are consumed by other parasites that are down in that substrate. Parasites control parasites. You want to control parasites? Put parasites in your tank.
We got another question.
God, what does it take to get rid of you?
We've got a question from N4279. My blackworms won't multiply fast enough to keep the colony going because I feed my pea pie for them every night. How can I make
It's a
them
problem.
multiply faster?
Cut them in half.
Mm-hmm. That's what I have to do
Really?
with mine.
Cut them in half, and that one makes two.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
how
amazing how
that's
fast
how
they
they multiply.
then.
Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know you don't want to mash them, but if you gotta lay out like a teaspoon of them and go through with a razor blade and just every I don't know half inch or so make a cut. You do 2 or 3 cuts, no more. You don't want to make them so tiny that they're just going to die. But if you can basically cut them in half, then both halves will live, and and they will grow quickly to their original size. So um, you can greatly expand your population that way.
Yeah, it's amazing how much that works. It really works fast.
Yeah, it ain't 100%, but
No, it's
it
not.
really does. It's the way the fish naturally thrive.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got a question from John Tucker. He asks, how do you catch a fish without ruining your tank?
How do you do what?
How do you catch a fish without ruining your tank?
A big net.
Mm-hmm.
A big net. A big net is not a tool that's used to chase fish. You're not chasing them, you're trapping them. You put it down in back of the fish and bring the net forward toward the fish until it's up against the glass. And then you tap on the glass, the fish will dart to the back of the net and you jerk it up. And you've caught the fish. It's really very simple. And there's no stress at all on the fish, and you're not messing up the tank. So the net should be a trap, not a predator.
And this is interesting that Bear was talking about earlier. She said that she has an old Boy Scouts handbook from the 1950s, and that it actually talks about building an aquarium from sheets of glass and setting up the tank similar to the father fish method by collecting natural plants.
Right. Well, you see, that's the way people did aquariums. That's the way people did aquariums from the beginning of the aquarium because it's the only thing that made sense. There were no options. You know, you didn't have a bunch of gravel and chemicals to throw in the tank. Gravel and chemicals have killed the hobby.
Yeah.
Not dead, not dead, but put it on life support.
Mm-hmm. That it has. It amazes me back in the
5
1950s,
minutes.
people knew this.
People knew this way back in the beginning.
Right?
Oh, I mean, you go all the way back. You can go all the way back to ancient Rome, to the Greeks. They kept fish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't have glass, but they had all kinds of containers, and that's how they kept them. In point of fact, the aquariums in the 1800s, and we've seen pictures of them, just these wonderful Victorian stands with glass panels in them. Wealthy people who went to the beach every weekend would collect in tidal pools and bring all that stuff back and put them in their aquarium. And some would live and some would not. And they would every weekend kind of change it out until they had something that was pretty well established and very nice. But that's how people did it for 100 years. For 100 years, that's how fish were kept. You go out in the wild, you collect something, you bring it back, you put it in your tank. And you don't have filters and pumps and lights and nothing. So you try to get it set where there's natural sunlight. Um, and you feed it naturally. You don't feed prepared fish foods. You feed, little pieces of fish or a worm that you cut up or that kind of thing. Not
And
bread and oatmeal.
Adam Armbruster asked, did the chemical revolution begin in the 1970s?
I would say so, yes. I would say that's about right. In fact, Merle Cohen, who I've mentioned, he developed one of the very first, which was Ick Out, uh, which had two chemicals in it, malachite green and, wait a minute, I got to get this right now. Malachite green and what's the stuff that's used as embalming fluid?
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Formalin and malachite green. That's what Ick Out is.
Wow.
Two deadly poisons used to kill the ick parasite. And of course, the ick parasite happened because they're bringing all these fish in to bare tanks. And so there's nothing in that tank to prevent the parasite from exploding. So they dose it with chemicals. He later came to rue the day, but it was an early fix, and it kind of set the tone then for developing chemicals to treat diseases and other problems, rather than using a natural approach.
Do you want me to park out back?
Yeah, because you don't make any money on natural approaches. So it's a money game. Money game. Nobody here.
No, and you know what?
No
We
what?
even stopped and got Dunkin' Donuts, and we beat everyone in. We were the last ones to leave.
Back up to the door.
That's impressive.
Oh, I know. I pride myself on my driving skills. Thank you very much. Hey, we had left what? I don't know. We made like a wrong turn, and we're probably 30 minutes behind Bryce.
Oh, going there. Yeah.
Going there, and he ended up meeting us at the toll booth. I don't know how I did it, but yeah.
We were 30 minutes behind, and we caught up and beat them.
Wow. Hey, I'm going to put you on
Amazing.
full screen, Father Fish, where you can show off those new fish that you got.
I will. We'll see if we can do it. I think I can. Oh, dear.
Finally made it back
Let's
to the
see.
fish shop,
You got the keys? Bring the keys out. Or if I got them. I got them. Yeah, I got them. I think I do. I don't think I have them. Let's see. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I'm not sure I can do this. There. Here's the box.
Here.
They're in the back. Thank you.
Let's see.
And they're in there.
Oh, they're in there.
Yeah, we can't get to that.
I
Looks like Father Fish froze, so he not sure what's going on there, but he froze, so he should be back soon, guys. John Tucker says, I mentioned you at the pet store every time. Hey, that's awesome. Oh, that's a good question. Did you get any free goodies? I don't think Father Fish can hear us, but I can put a star there and ask him when he comes back. Doompa says frozen fish. That's funny. Let's see what else we got here. John Tucker says, Dee's Pets is my most local pet store.
Yeah.
Oh, good, they're back. There they are. Hey guys, let me get you guys back
Hi.
on the screen.
Okay, we're trying to get into the building here. We
Okay.
just got back.
got the fish.
Okay, we're going to take a look at the fish. Well, that's interesting. I got the key that doesn't work.
No
Oh
way.
no,
I'm serious.
that's not good.
This is supposed to be the back door key.
Is it the front door key?
No, it's the back door key. The front door key is gold. Back door key is silver.
Do you have the front door key?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I can run up.
Well, hold on a minute. Let me see. I think it'll work on this door. Otherwise, it's not working on that one. I think I've used it on this door. Yes, there it is.
Do you need me to park over here?
No, we can open that door. Oh, wait, we're at the wrong damn door. The one.
That would be why it doesn't work. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly.
You guys have had a long
Let me
weekend.
let me put something there to
Here,
prop
I got
that
it.
door
I
open.
got it. I got it.
Just a bag of sand.
Why don't you go sit down and go
All
get
right.
something to eat?
All right.
Yeah, you need to get something to eat.
Okay.
definitely.
What time is it?
It
7:56. Let's wrap it up, and
Sounds good.
we'll show everything on Wednesday night.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
Okay. So good night, all. Love you all. Nice to be with you. I'm gonna let Dina wrap it up tonight.
Okay, sounds good, Luke.
Thanks, honey. You bet.
You're welcome.
Bye all now.
Anytime.
Love you.
Love ya. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. We've had a great turnout this weekend at Aquashella, and definitely enjoyed meeting so many fans there of Father Fish. You guys are awesome. So let's play the song, and got a question for you guys. Do you think I ought to go into another live stream for about 30 minutes with you guys here? Would you guys be interested in watching that? Because if so, I can do it if you guys want. Has been a long weekend, though. Up to you guys, though. All right, you guys ready? See if I can get this back up. Let's do the song.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishies as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. when the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow. I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.